The preceding is a video that we recorded earlier this week. This is an edited version of the video. The entire conversation can be found on our Rumble channel. So, if you want to get the entirety of everything we discussed, go over there and check it out. Now, normally I wouldn't do this because I don't believe the followers of Free Mind Thinkers are soft enough to need this, but just to make sure bases are covered, the topic that is going to be discussed is the Hamas terror attacks that occurred last month. If that is something you care not to hear about, then please feel free to skip this particular video. If you want to hear our thoughts on the matter, proceed. Thank you. All right. Y'all know who I am. This is your man, Big Brother Tucker. And finally, your man has got his brother, the one and only Cool Breeze. What's up, Breeze?
What's up with the big bro, Tucker? How you doing, sir?
Man, it's crazy today. Let me tell you what I was doing. So I was working. Just dropped the oldest off of the job. I'm in Uptown. And as I'm leaving, I'm going down Oaklawn, headed towards Lemon. And there is traffic. I mean, it is traffic backed up out the wazoo. Why? Pro-Palestine parade.
Are you serious?
Bruh. A pro-Palestine parade going right through. And what's so funny is it's a pro-Palestine parade going through the gay part of the super gay part of the city. Doug, you know everything on Oaklawn, from Oaklawn down to Lemon, is gayed out.
Right.
We know this.
Yeah.
Once you exit Oaklawn off 35 and take your board and take your butt, what would that be? East? No, north. Take your butt north, bruh.
North, yes.
Bruh.
We go to Uptown, yeah.
Bruh, all that. Starting right there at Maple. Then the next major light is Cedar Springs. And Cedar Springs literally has a welcome to the great community, welcome to gay Dallas, rainbow flag crosswalks and all that. And I think to myself, so this is where y'all want to hold a pro-Palestine. One of the bigger points is, well, one of the many points in this is something I've made several videos about. And it is the premise. It is literally the root of why we started Free Mind Thinkers. And that is, people don't think for themselves.
Right.
People are constantly told what to think and given their opinion. Nobody takes the time to actually delve into it and research. They're so brainwashed by the media and propaganda that they don't even hear that their protests are contradictory. They sound absolutely ridiculous. They don't hear it. And I'm thinking to myself, take the politics out of it and just use logic. Just break it down to its base. And do y'all hear how crazy it sounds? Like the fact that the Palestinians, okay, you're holding a Save Palestine, Kill the Jews, ceasefire parade in Uptown Dallas. The fact that when you're dealing with Palestine and the Middle East, we know how they feel about homosexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
And Breeze, it was so many non-Middle Eastern Palestinian people out there. I would say 2/3 of them were Palestinian. Okay. But that other third was a mix of white and Hispanic. And I'm thinking to myself, do y'all even hear what you're saying?
Right.
At one point in time, they would call for a ceasefire. And I just, again, taking the politics out of it, if you look at it from the purely logical standpoint, let's say in coming to your home, I'll break into your home, I behead your children, I'll rape your wife, and when I get through with it, I tell you, peace, peace, don't hit me, don't swing, no violence, no violence. I'm nonviolent. What right do I have to ask you of that? What right do I have to tell you that after the atrocities I just committed?
Right. Absolutely not.
None.
You know,
I have no right to
I'm
tell
going
you.
to retaliate in the way I should see fit once you violated me and my family or my property within reason or disproportionate I'm gonna say disproportionate reason, just depending on the situation, of course.
Breeze, here is the scariest part, because I talked to Frosty about it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I do have, well, you know me, I keep a connection or two somewhere.
Right.
And I have some folks that work for our local news affiliate here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I won't say which one in case somebody sees my face. I have some folks work for a local news affiliate here, and I got some images.
Mm-hmm.
I got some pictures and videos. I couldn't sleep for 2 nights.
Right.
I slept bad. These images, the things that they were doing to the Jews were, I don't even think Hitler went this far.
Mm-hmm.
What they did to a pregnant lady and her unborn child is things you only see in horror movies. It was like that, Breeze.
Right.
And they talk about ceasefire. Do you hear you? So the fact that they actually committed all these atrocities and they are very cool with it, they are accepting of it, and they want to try to throw their hands up like they're innocent, that's disturbing, because I'm seeing all these signs, and they have signs that have the message on it, please save our children. Really? Is that what we're doing? The other part about it, the other part is they had a sign, and this is very known. They talk about how Israel cut off their water and their power. When they say this, they don't understand exactly what they're saying and how they're deflating their own argument. The only way someone can cut off your water and power is if they are supplying the water and power.
Mm-hmm.
So if they are such this horrendous and evil oppressor, why are they supplying y'all with water and power?
Exactly.
It's like I said, Breeze, it is so infuriating. You don't even listen to yourselves. You listen to the propaganda and the media. You're not listening to how your own argument contradicts what you're saying.
Right.
And they haven't done an ounce of research. Because if they did, when they talk about the hostile occupation of Palestine, Israel hasn't occupied or ruled over Palestine in decades.
Right.
Decades. They let them choose their own government. As a matter of fact, when they first pulled out, they asked Egypt to take over. Hey, man, why don't you oversee them? Blah, blah, blah. And Egypt, in a sense, told them, F no.
Nope.
Those are terrorists over there.
Mm-hmm.
Egypt told you, no, I'm not getting involved with them cats, man. And when they had their first free election, what did they elect? Hamas. You elected a terrorist organization. You allowed them to build terrorist training camps and military sites in neighborhoods and under hospitals so they're shielded from attacks. And you want Israel to cease fire? That parade was absolutely disgusting. That was just disgusting. You know,
like you said, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, like you said, they brainless morons. They just looking for something to retaliate. They looking for something to be the next coolest thing. It doesn't matter what the underlying symptoms and the reason why is. It doesn't affect them. They don't seem like it affect them directly at this moment in time.
Right.
But like the same thing we saw with the migrants when they start shipping them from Texas or Arizona up to the sanctuary cities. Look at everybody's idea of this change
Oh
drastically.
yeah.
So it's almost in the same mindset of hey, as long as it's not bothering me, hey, I'm down for it. But as soon as it become my doorstep, this is not right. This is unfair. But when it's across the seas, oh my God, I feel sorry for them. But I shouldn't feel sorry for them if you just do 30 seconds worth of research.
Mm.
But it's the same thing too, not just with the migrant stuff. It's also with uh, when Trump and they listen to the machine of that. When oh my God, Trump is bad. Oh my God, Trump is this. Oh my God, we're in the worst possible economic crisis we ever been in, and people are like, F Trump, F Trump. I can't believe Trump. It's like, wait a minute, dude, y'all just blink, and you can be able to see. It was one of the greatest markets greatest economical booms we ever been in, and it's like y'all don't see it, and they just don't. They like I said, they listen to they listen to the uh, the mainstream. They listen to certain people that have certain key points and saying, "Hey, this is bad, right?" Okay, well they saying this is bad, and like you said, the same mindset goes into like you feel on a lot of these college campuses. They
Oh
don't know no we got it critical thinking. It's
oh
no
none.
let me be. It's like wait a minute wait. I know this is wrong, but all my friends are doing it, so I don't want to look weird. So I guess I go along with it too. It's like what? No, your friends suck. Tell your friends you're wrong. Tell them like, nah, I'm not going over there because guess what? Then people gonna get drunk and get rowdy, and they don't do that. They go, well, I guess I'm gonna go along, and guess what? You be the main one getting hurt. So it's just a lot of that stuff is coincides, like I said, with the sheep mentality, herd
Yeah. Oh
mentality,
dude. Oh for sure.
and it's just such a sadness. It's such a waste. It's such a thing that we've talked about many times before. Certain things has to happen. Some things people have to experience firsthand in order to be woken up. We've been asleep for a long time, and the good Lord is, I believe, He's trying to call us to wake up. Like, y'all better wake up because I ain't playing with y'all. So,
I
and,
really I hope it does get better. I really do. The my problem with it is it has gotten progressively worse. And I
mhm.
remember something that Malcolm X said, man, back in 1962. That'll be, what is that, 62 years, 61 years ago now? When he talked about the media is the most dangerous entity on the planet because it
Right,
controls the minds of the masses. He specifically said that if you're not careful, the media will have you hating the oppressed while loving the oppressor.
right. And you
That,
can
that
see
that's
that.
that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, you can
You
clearly
have a
see that.
nation that in a single day killed over 1,400 Jews, and nobody said a word. I mean, it was they refuse now to call it a terrorist attack.
Hmm.
They have actually carried out Hitler's final solution.
Hmm.
Hitler's final solution was eliminate all Jews. They're actually carrying it out. They're actually acting in a Third Reich Nazi way, and no one says it. But yet, if you
Well,
say, I agree with Donald Trump, you are a Nazi.
yeah,
Remember,
it's
well,
idiotic.
I'm not sure. Do you remember the videos I did a while back when I said, y'all are going to keep saying racism, 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 Nazi, Nazi, Nazi. And when
Hmm.
real stuff gets here, you're not going to know what to do.
You're not going to know what to do. You'll be so numb to it. You ain't going to
Yeah.
know what it really is.
So now it's here. And sadly, they have no idea. They're like, what is this? This is the real Nazi stuff. This is real terrorism. This is real hatred. This is real racism. When a race of people hates another race of people to kill 1,400 in one swoop, that is real racism. That's what that is.
Right.
And for us to openly have in this nation parades and rallies, and it frightens me because I look at it and think, these are primed terrorist cells.
Right.
I saw in this parade over 1,000 people, and I'm thinking, if they got the call to carry out a Hamas attack right now, we are screwed. Most of these people ain't ready. You're not gonna know what to do. It's just, and they see it, and they miss, especially my lovely community, my black people. As I've told y'all before, I talk about black community because that's the community I was raised in. The black community, I don't think really understands why we should stand up against this and speak loudly against this. Remember when the whole Black Lives Matter thing dropped and they talked about silence is violence? If that's the case, then they done beat up every Jew they know. Cause I ain't heard them say nothing about it. But I did see a sign today that said DFW Socialist Party, Palestine Socialist Party of DFW. I saw that sign today. Breeze. It frightened me. It was for the first time I thought to myself, these are brain dead drones, which are the perfect pawns to be in the army.
Right.
They are the perfect things to be in the army. People that won't think, just follow orders. People that will not think and they have the numbers to do damage. That is absolutely super duper frightening. Martin Luther King said, and this is why he said this, and they missed it, that an injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere.
Right.
People misconstrue the intent of that. What he's saying is, if you don't stand against it now, how long before it comes for you?
Right.
All these good white people and all these Mexicans and all these minorities that are chanting free Palestine and down with the Jews, when they get through with the Jews, dumbasses, who do you think is next?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, they only support themselves.
That's it.
They want a world with just them.
That's it.
Do you think they give a damn about you? History will tell you about it. Joseph Stalin was helped put in place to rule Russia by Adolf Hitler as he conquered Europe. Because Adolf Hitler knew the turning point in the First World War is when Russia got involved. And he ended up ruling. That way he took Russia out of the picture while he conquered other parts of Europe. Right. I'm not sure if you know this, Breeze, but what did Hitler do to Russia? He invaded.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he made the deal, and Stalin kept asking, "Hey, man, you're not going to invade here, are you?" No, Stalin, of course not. Okay. Hey, I see your tank's getting closer, man. You're not going to invade here, are you? No, of course not. And he invaded Russia. I don't understand the fact that people are cheerleading these folks when eventually they will come for you. Go ahead, Jay.
If I understand, because I was listening to you guys partaking what you had discussed prior to my arrival, but it sounds like you were discussing the maybe obliviousness of people's inability to transcribe what's going on in front of them, or maybe they're choosing not to want to transcribe what's going on in front of them because well, that is how I mean, those are my words, but
oh my goodness. I feel like I am on the chair.
Let me use lesser. Let me use a bit of a lesser. Okay.
Okay.
Let me go back in my head real quick. Let me use a lesser. Okay. People are choosing to ignore what they see because it's scary, and it's easier to go along with the flow and know that you're going to die going over the waterfall than to try to fight the waterfall, knowing that you wasted all that time in the expectation of your death.
I hope you were entertained and informed by that video. If you have something to say, got some thoughts on it, be sure to leave a comment down below. I ask that you share it out, spread the word. If you want to hear me bumping my gum some more, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a video and you can hear more of me jaw-jacking. Please remember that these are exclusive videos on YouTube and Rumble. What you get on one spot, you may not get at the other. So follow me on both sites to get the full effect of Free Mind Thinkers. And until next time, remember to stand up, stand out, think differently. Holla.